You bet. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the County Commission special meeting agenda for May 26, 2021. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and Commissioner Ibarra.
Here.
Commissioner Gosar is here. And Commissioner Richardson not here yet. Number two, can we do stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Number three, public hearing, none. Number four, comments from the public. Are there any comments from the public? We'll go to online first. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot on the public comment. How about in the room? Is there any public comments in the room? All right. Last call for public comments. In the room and online. Commissioner Ibarra, take a motion to close the public comments.
Yeah, I move that we close the comments to the public.
Second, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
Nope.
Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Item 5, any disclosures? Commissioner
I
Ibarra?
have none.
I have none either. Number 6, considerations of changes to the agenda. Any changes to the agenda? Jackie, anybody?
No.
7, present for approval, proposal from Tyler Technologies for the migration of Wyoming titles to Doc Pro in the amount of $9,000. Jackie, good afternoon. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Chairperson Gosar, Commissioner Ibarra. I want to bring forward to you today a proposal for your consideration. And this proposal will allow my office to convert from tax-wise to DocuPro. And the conversion is with Tyler Technologies. And the reason that I'm presenting it to you, it was an item that I proposed in my fiscal year 2021-22 budget. But Adam has money in his budget that can pay for this software. I have not had the opportunity to discuss how the change will affect the treasurer's office, because basically the public starts within my office to have the certificate of title issued. And then in Tracy's office, they're able to pull up that title information to then issue the registration. Through email, Tracy and I briefly talked and wondered whether or not, and it's a discussion, and I apologize, that we should have had prior to now, because certainly if the conversion is going to affect her office, we need to go into it together. Mm-hmm. And so I have sent an email out to Tyler Technologies, to the individual that prepared the proposal for us, to ask her if we convert, will that require the treasurer to convert? And if so, I don't know if Tracy is amenable to that conversion herself. The reason for the conversion for our end is we have to go through, when we issue a title, basically we issue the title, we have to receipt the title. We have to go in and run MVITAS to make sure that we can check that the information that we have on the vehicle with the VIN number, that there are no, that if the title has been branded, that we make sure that we carry that brand forward. Make sure it's not a stolen vehicle. There's a lot of information that we get through MVITAS. And then of course we receipt. So we're going in and out of different applications for one function, the issuance of Wyoming certificate of title. We had the opportunity, Kayla was present with me, to see how DocuPro works in Carbon County. It will allow us the ability to scan our documents, our title documents also. Hello? Hello?
Hey, you know that I didn't have anything in my calendar, so I'm like, what are we doing today? Budget stuff? I don't even know what we're doing.
Here, we do have a special meeting agenda. Right now, I'm presenting my request for approval for a proposal to change from tax-wise to DocuPro, and then the Board of County Commissioners have a scheduled executive session, and you're on speaker.
Gotcha. So, I mean, I can zoom in or I can run down there. What that thing is.
Which would you prefer? Eber, which would you prefer?
Oh, I should probably be there. How did I don't know what I did, why I didn't get it in my calendar, but I feel like a dork. I'll be right there.
Okay.
So present the, the software things, the service provider thing, and I'll be right down there.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. And you can make the motion to go into executive session and all that. And all.
Right, yeah, we have a quorum.
Okay,
All right,
see you in a little bit.
need a bit.
Anyway, commissioners, and so just with the title application, it allows functionality. So it's basically one-step process where right now we're going into several different programs to get what we need to issue a certificate of title. The other thing that it allows is right now when we, under Wyoming statute, we have to cancel title, Albany County titles when they're transferred either within the state of Wyoming or outside another state. Right now, the process that we have to do is we have to go in and manually basically enter everything on the computer, check the VIN number. We do get a report from the State Department of Transportation. We get the information. We have to go in manually and go into the title number, physically cancel it, go to our supporting documents and pull it. With the capabilities of moving to DocuPro, basically when the information is downloaded by the state, it'll automatically go into our title system and cancel those titles for us. So all we have to do is then pull the supporting documents. By statute, we have to retain those documents for 3 years. And so going back, having the capabilities of scanning all of our supporting documents for titles, we're really running out of space in the vault for the number of titles that we're currently issuing on a daily basis. And with each title transaction having at least 3, if not more, pieces of paper, we're hoping that this will eliminate. We still will have to store under our retention schedule, but we won't have to store, we can store them off-site in our storage facility, and we can have easier access to go in with the click of going into the system on the computer and finding the chain of title in regards to this. And so what I would propose to you today, as I mentioned, I did inquire with Aaron from Tyler Technologies, whether or not this will affect Tracy's ability to gather the data that we need so it won't interrupt her process. If it does not interrupt her process and she can still gather the data that she's getting right now to get the registration information, to process the registrations, I am asking for your consideration for approval solely because Adam approached me and said, I do have the funds available for this upgrade. And so I would like permission for your consideration contingent upon that it will interface with the treasurer's office and it won't cause any problems. If it does not interface, then it's a conversation that I need to have out of respect to Tracy, so that we can see if this is a system that she'd like to convert to, and maybe there are features from tax-wise in converting to DocuPro that might make efficiencies better for her also. So I apologize that I don't have those answers right now. I wasn't expecting to. The only reason why I bring it to your attention today is the timeliness of getting into Tyler, getting it paid this fiscal year, so that we can move forward in their queue, basically.
Well, and quite honestly, we would have need our approval to move forward to ask these questions anyway. There was no point in asking the questions of Tyler Technology if we didn't have the backing from the commission.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
Any further questions or concerns? Tracy, do you have any other concerns? Just want to loop you back in. You're on the line.
Hi, Commissioner Gosar and Ibarra. I appreciate the opportunity. I guess this caught me off guard when I saw that on the agenda for the special meeting. And I am fully in support of increased functionality and efficiencies. I just would like to know with certainty that it's going to work for our system, because that's otherwise it's a lot of data that we have to input that we never had to input before. Every renewal would have to be typed in, I think. Or maybe we can go from the old renewals. I'm not positive. I'm not familiar with DocuPro. We've never used DocuPro. Just would like to know, and if it works out and it's seamless and everything transitions just great, I'm all for it. I just totally caught off guard.
Yeah, well, no worries. It sounds like it's a contingency. And so if it doesn't work, we either try to make it work or we'll do something else, I guess. Is that how you're understanding it, Jackie? That's how you'd like to do?
Okay, so we still need to approve this, though, as a proposal.
Right.
Okay, so Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the proposal from Tyler Technologies for the migration of Wyoming titles to .pro in the amount of $9,000.
Second, any further discussion?
None.
Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Item 8. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Jackie, for that. I appreciate it. And it looks like Adam and David's crew are going to be working with you guys to talk about migration and abilities to talk on softwares. Executive session pursuant to Wyoming State Statute 16-4-405 III and Wyoming Statute 16-4-405 III. I'd entertain a motion.
I move that we move into executive session.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll leave regular session and enter executive session at 2:19.
It's not.
Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. I'd entertain a motion to return to exit executive session, and return to regular session.
Mr. Chair, I move that we exit executive session and return to regular session.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Please.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. That motion carries. We return to regular session at 2:56. Next item, action if needed regarding executive session. Don't believe there's any action that's needed regarding executive session, and seeing no further business before this commission. Adjourn the special county commissioner special meeting agenda, May 26, 2021.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a great afternoon.